Hey everybody, welcome to His Press History Destination. I'm Joe Wolf and we're here on the other side of Red Oak, Oklahoma at a place called the Edwards Store. So the Edwards Store was established around the early 1850s, and this was where a stage stand where all the Butterfield Road that came right through here. And this area, I believe, this is one of the first building that was established in the early 1850s. Now, one right behind you on this side right here was established in, I think, right after the Civil War. And an additional building right here was established in the late 1880s. So this road was very important. Its travel started in St. Louis, Missouri by a guy named John Butterfield. And of course, he died and passed away in New York City. So him and his son, all of them just started the mail route that's started from St. Louis, Missouri, and I believe all the way to San Francisco in 27 days. And of course, I think y'all remember I did a little small documentary here a few years ago, but I thought to come back because I believe Chrissy Dickmeyer and her team is trying to reestablish and restore this place here. And I'm glad that they're trying to restore this old Edwards store. So we'll take a look around this whole side of this area. And I know a lot of tourists come through here, and this is possibly one of the oldest dog trot standing cabins still around here in the northern part of Oklahoma. I know there's like a few other dog trots that's all around the southern part or southeastern part of Oklahoma, but this is part of one of them in the north central eastern part of Oklahoma. So Red Oak is actually, there's a town actually just, we don't know where, back this way I believe. Town was established in 1868. That's why they got the town Red Oak, because of a tree that was supposed to be huge. But we don't know exactly where the town's at. But during the time about the late 1880s, early 1890s, the railroad started south from here, possibly about 5 to 10 miles south from here. And people from here started moving southwards toward the new Red Oak, which was established, I believe, around the early 1900s. So it kind of died down here, but the family of Thomas Edwards, and of course his wife Nancy Edwards Hardaway, or Nancy Hardaway Edwards, I guess you could say that in both ways. So Nancy Hardaway Edwards, she was a prominent Choctaw coming from the Trail of Tears and from Mississippi. Her dad, a short story, her dad Hartwell Hardaway, and most of y'all may know or heard of Hartwell Hardaway. If not, his home is where all the Choctaws signed the Dancing Rabbit Creek Treaty in that place. So during that time, she moved, and then she came along around Fort Smith, met her husband, Thomas Edwards, and then came up here and established home on the knoll of this area. So, of course, they're buried in the cemetery, their family cemetery over here, and this was all purchased by the family of the Hardaways. So there's some of the history. So we can go ahead and take a look at some of this area of this dog trot of Thomas Edwards. Let's go take a look. So right here is the actual first cabin of Edwards, Thomas Edwards, his store. Well, actually it was just his cabin. And here in a minute we'll show you where his store was once located. So as I was been here before a few years ago, and I remember seeing this chimney was all starting to fall apart, but they came back and redone it. I'm really glad that they did. So you see they're trying to restore this place to close to where it was originally at. So, and also just right over here is the a well. I guess they covered it. And just for your information, FYI, safety first, know your surroundings. If you ever go around to a place like this or an old historic site, just make sure there's no wells nearby, or you just know where you're at, because sometimes wells can be exposed and you just walk right to it and there you go. So that's your safety first. Just know your surroundings of the area. So as I was working for the historic preservation, that's what they kind of taught us, just to know if we go out and do sites, just know our surroundings. But yeah, this is the original site. The wagon road came through this area. We believe it came through here and heading towards another station called Holloway Station, and Holloway Station, just possibly about 5 to 10 miles from this area. And this site right here is right after the Civil War. I believe this is where the next cabin was built, and right behind this one right here is where the next cabin or the home was added around the late 1880s, I believe. So all this was added through times and stuff. And this is the Edwards store. Well, actually the Edwards store, we'll go over here, it actually was in this area. So the store was a small little area, and that's where the wagon of the Butterfield Stagecoach came along in this area. And they stayed here for supper, changing horses, possibly stayed a night, and they moved on to Holloway Station and to Riddle Station, which is near Wilburton, Oklahoma. And then they went on to Mount Station and Pugsley Station. And then from the Pugsley Station, they went on to the Blackburn Station. Then it's Blackburn Station to the Waddle Station, Gary Station, which is under Atoka Reservoir in Atoka, Oklahoma. And then it went on to Boggy Depot. And then after Boggy Depot, they went on to Nels Crossing, which is in Bryan County, and then the Fisher Station. Then from there on, they went on to, in the Chickasaw Nation, to Cobalt's Ferry and across the Red River, and went on to Sherman, Texas, and on to San Francisco. So there's all the stations. If you want to learn more about some of these Butterfield stage route, you can look on the Facebook website or about the Butterfield, and they can give you all the maps and stuff. And a good friend of mine, Susan Dragoo, she doing all these trails, and especially for the Butterfield, and that's another resource you can look into. I think she has a Facebook page, a group page, if you want to look at that. It's pretty interesting. So, but yeah, this is the Edward store, and right over here, I don't mind going to the cemetery, but it looks very snaky, and it's right over there. So but maybe next time we'll come out, we might do the family cemetery. So yeah, this is the road that the Butterfield will come on. I believe what I've looked at, it went this way in the curve back going towards Trey Hearn Station, which is about a little over 20 miles from here. Well, I hope you enjoy this segment about the Thomas Edwards store and his cabin and the store site just right over here. And so if you like this video, and please like, share, and subscribe. And if you have any comments about this store or about this site, please leave one down below. All right, so as we say, we shall see you on the next